Hey there! Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. And the topic we're going to talk about today is one of my favorites, and that is self compassion. Now, I think of self compassion as the ability to relate to all the parts of yourself in a kind and loving way, including and especially those parts of yourself that you don't really like or wish were different. And so, what most of us do is we have things about us that we don't like or that we wish were different somehow. Maybe we wish that we were not as judgmental, or maybe we wish that we weren't so quick to anger. And what we tend to do is we tend to either ignore those parts of ourselves and just hope they will go away, or we judge them harshly and we will say things to ourselves like, oh, I can't get it together and I hate it when I do that. And so we're very critical of them. And what self-compassion asks us to do is actually, instead of turning away from them, to turn toward them and to start to be in a relationship with them, number one, in a kind and loving way. So the action step for you today is to develop a self-compassion mantra, so that when you start beating yourself up, which you will again because you're not perfect, when you notice that you are being very harsh and very critical of yourself, you have this mantra either memorized or written down in a place that you can access easily, that you can pull out and remind yourself that you cannot hate yourself into self-love. You just can't do it. So an example of that, I had a client one time, I thought this was just a brilliant example of this. Her example was, if she messed up, instead of saying something like, gosh, that was so stupid, or I'm so stupid, or I can't believe I did that, she was just going to step back and say to herself, wow, that was a really human thing to do. Or gosh, I just made a very human mistake. And do you, again, feel the difference in the energy of that? God, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that, versus wow, that was really human. That just invites more gentleness and more easiness with ourselves than beating ourselves up. And I promise you, you are not going to find any type of self-love or self-acceptance through harsh criticism of yourself. So that is your action item for today, to write your compassion self mantra and share it with everyone in the Facebook group. And I will talk to you tomorrow.